Today is day 6, November 2022, Rio de Janeiro, City, RJ, Rio de Janeiro Federative Unit, Brazil. We will have our conversation that we are supposed to do, and starting the week, kind of reporting things made. It's on risk report 2022 3 November blogspot.com. We please take a look at the board. You check that is our model for regression, considering the conjunctural cut, the systemic cut, the structural cut, and of course that leads to associations between departments and offices having chairs and officers. If it goes by corruption, can, sometimes make a mistake for a illicit advantage. The mistake can be supported by fake records and will threat equally a judge, a board member, a CEO, whatever, or the society, of course. Risk report 2022 3 November.blogspot.com. We will have on mind something like this, quite simple, quite clear. We are working with financial research, economic and financial control, and if we are launching something and this got accessed before having properly launched, I would say, of course, that it will be something weird. If it goes by institutional abuse, it's something even more strange. And if it goes by institutional abuse, considered a rule of thumb and the institutional behavior, it's outrageous for sure. If it goes more than 10 years, it's an absurd. Risk report 2022 November economic espionage goes by abusive procedure violating public DNS, your private and exclusive VPN, your private and exclusive codes, your privacy, your exclusive service, and you have total suppression on your communication instrument. Economic espionage proved by systematic risks as behavior, institutional, segmented, and specified by chair. Under the charge as a debtor system operated as a criminal system. Observe that debtor system going from violations of basic rights and guarantees, considering public DNS, VPN, privacy, exclusive service and codes, until suppression of your citizenship, for instance, exposing at treason of the state power, which is not for criminal purpose. If it goes like this, you must be at the court with legitimacy to do this. If this court has any problem, sometimes we will understand that the operative loss will be a mandatory need to recover your operational force. And having a treason of state power and having confirmed proofs about conspiracy crimes through Western democratic system and electoral procedures, all supported by fake records and obstruction, covering all crimes going by specific hands as public records. It's made by public chairs at public departments, can be made by a citizen, and having a large range of scams, but a single operative pattern. It's the internal failure crossed as we could get at the model, but here with a single, expression as notation by letters. The last report that we are having, it's posted, it's this idea as economic espionage, something that, for instance, if you go on 2014 and you steal the data, the conversation as sport uh, fun with, a sport entity and use another sport entity, you violated something. And it's something that will, or it was supposed to be used as an advantage, competitive advantage. But you took this and reduced this possibility to be with disadvantage by the data stolen or the conversation that you stolen. And if, for instance, this sports entity got forced to be in a criminal scam by lost or this capacity as being competitive, of course, that you can root the cause by the source signing the abuses and violations perpetrated. But if you do the records about this, you will commit obstruction to cover the crimes perpetrated and keep the results, saying that is all okay. It's not. 10 years later, and having the continued systematic continued during 10 years about an industrial prospect as self-defense offered as industrial portfolio, and even sitting on it, of course, that you committed industrial crime too, and it's proved by the project Incognito, for instance, before it got launched, you got access to the issues. But you will not assume. But thank God we are having remote follow-up, not owned by me. And in general, this kind of thing takes the competitive intelligence. For instance, if you are a big star or a singer or a boxer, and you have a new movement, and this got observed, and someone still lifted this, you probably will not have your Grammy prize or your new song or new movement that the box you lost the match, the contest. This is the idea. And then you will be fought, for instance, if you are an artist to do heroin, or if you are a box player to do steroids or something like this. Push you to illicit scams, and you will be under intense harassment. If you do not accept, all doors will be closed until you accept. And then you will open the window to another garden, and maybe things will work. For instance, if you have sing as an artist for 17 years old, as the people that like you, and then you have and do not have 22 years anymore, and someone puts you with a new position at the market, for instance, to sing something more near to jazz, considering a gap at the show business, maybe you have more 10 years at your career. And then we will have my phone calls, 13:13 p.m. Rio, November 5, was prospected to Federal Bureau of Investigation Network, Judicial Power, U.S. Defense System, maybe the Interpol, ACB, and it's reported operative loss, recovered operational force. Reasons are clear. The second, it's about the control model considering the laundering of dollars, payments on dollars. We told you that you will research the laundering money in global scale. The equation is so simple. It's made by me, a stupid person, limited, regular citizen with citizenship denied and almost forbidden by closed ways in a conjuncture ruled by corruption, trained into criminal purpose, and in fact observed as doing crimes by state power and institutional prerogative once in a while, even as annihilation. Monetary basis minus real dollars equal only fake dollars on central banks. You are all caught with the hands in the act, and we didn't use the syndicates. It's for microeconomic control. Then we had this idea reporting through the international judicial power. The first post, take a look at item 3.7 is the project incognito. Working. Let's suppose that we have a law enforcement and this law enforcement reaped information for advantage. With no legitimacy, it's not an infiltrated situation. They did this to obtain the advantage. So they can, for instance, murder a judge or a chair by advantage too. To prevent this, we offer the control model and the real one, based on the holographic business model as concept, using the nemesis as method, switching the pattern as criminal organization or mobilization inside the regular area to be used against the criminals on it. And it was suggested to have special legitimacy as a temporary, allow or task force for special officer, for instance, in the Federal Bureau of Investigation to do the internal control at the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Relational Institution inside the Security Forum Brazil USA, observing as benchmark the Brazilian conjunctural crime with current connection and events ongoing, as purpose preventive control 2028 as repression of global pattern 2022 observed not only in Brazil and Brazilian system, especially by peers related with clustered on budget. Maybe this can help. What do you think that the system of federal need? Interpol oversight the Brazil too, and they can have totally legitimacy to act according with the law, especially against conspiracy crime, paramilitary, leading to weapons of mass destruction, annihilation, and other issues on their directories, and things work, operational laws to recover real operative interest and capacity to uphold the law by the institution and affirm or confirm or have, assumed the compromise as institutional premise and mission, which for sure is not commit crimes. And it's the idea, and we will observe that the need as reply goes as a strike back using rational proportion as preventive control against current risk as operational pattern, and avoiding by this the interconnection and connection, forming major threats by misuse of power or misguided association between failed segments on institutions. And these kind of things will be for sure a preventive control, avoiding a lot of problems. Comparative, we have this as lean management on company to reduce problems, cutting personnel as dismissed. The Twitter is doing this right now. And that's not wrong, it's okay, it's the idea of American greed. Have a nice week. One more thing, if you have, for instance, a special situation and we have a special person to be at the control, a simulation, rolling player, for sure you have the special victim unit on it. You wouldn't have this person harmed. It's not a declaration of love or something like this. It's only how things go. And for sure the control must work. And indeed it's going very well. The American greed is a reality. The UK greed is another one. And the project incognito helped a lot to get things. And indeed it's not exposed yet because we are working on it. And we will continue it if it's possible without the problems on DNS, VPN, and all things. Have a great week.